We've got a video from Game Scout, the true kill screen, the kid that beat Tetris after 34 years, the GOAT, the myth. This kid is built different. Let's find out.
This is
Don't yell at me.
Willis,
Hi, Willis.
aka Blue Scooty, setting a new world record for the longest game of NES Tetris by getting the first ever level 157.
That's great. I can't even get past level 3, dude, but okay.
But something unexpected is about to happen.
Yep.
Oh my god!
He just became
Yep. What there was thinking about having to get to something with a goddamn Hazel. Thank you. There is the game did not fathom you can get past the 9s, which is really cool.
the first person ever to trigger a game crash, reaching the true kill screen.
That's right.
Which is by far the biggest achievement in the 34-year-old history of the pro classic Tetris scene.
100%. This is so sick.
So why is this such a big deal?
Oh, it's-
and can a record like this ever be broken?
I knew this. I heard about this. I knew this is a big deal immediately. Apparently, the only beatable by AI so far. Well, who cares? No one cares about AI. AI is not real. No one gives a shit. It's like those people that are like, "Welcome, Raiders! I don't know how are you." Welcome, Raiders! And welcome, Raiders! How was your stream? Hi, Raiders. Hi. How are we? Hello, Raiders! Hi, how was your stream? How are you? Welcome to the stream. We're watching the kid who beat Tetris.
To answer both those questions, we need to go back and start with the first unbeatable
But can it be
barrier
Suika?
in the game.
Possibly. Okay. The original kill screen. Ooh, we're getting a history
In
lesson,
NES
chat.
Tetris, released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1989, the goal is to assemble falling blocks to
I never liked Tetris, by the way. Little spoiler about me. Never cared about Tetris. Hi, Angel, how are
clear
you?
complete lines. For every
You would have
10
let's
lines
go,
cleared,
baby!
you move up a level and the speed gets a little bit faster.
Yep.
The fastest speed is reached at level 29, and at this
Okay.
point the pieces can no longer reliably get to the sides by holding down the side-to-side buttons.
Oh.
For decades, this was considered the end of the game,
Wow.
and level 29 got dubbed the kill screen because
Oh. Well, I didn't know that.
it always killed your run.
Interesting.
Except it wasn't a kill screen in the traditional sense.
Go on.
In retro games, a kill screen normally refers to when it's impossible to get any further due to a glitch in the game's code.
Correct. What is this?
For example, in Pac-Man, the kill screen is reached at level 256.
Whoa! That's kind of cool. It like fell apart. That's so sick, actually, though. Like aesthetically, that's very, very. I like that a lot. Dude, I don't know, Chad. I like that a lot. I think it's fun. Sorry, my voice came back.
Where a glitch garbles the entire right side of the
That's
screen
crazy.
and you aren't able to eat enough white dots to clear the level. NES Tetris doesn't actually have a glitch
I got
at
a
level
shirt, that's
29.
really cool.
The level is clearable if you can somehow figure out a way to move the pieces faster. And in 2011, Thor Ackerlund became the first person to reach level 30 on video by vibrating his fingers to mash the controller faster than the game's built-in speed.
This is what gaming's all about. I will always have a infinite respect for hardcore fans and like speedrunners, shit like that, because that's insane. It is an insane, cool, dude. Speedrunners are on another level. If you ever love a game so much that you need to speedrun it, it's so incredible. That's what I did the speedrunning community. I think speedrunners are fantastic. They're built different. I will never do it. I don't have the time. And it's not really my calling. I don't feel like I would ever like it, but I love learning about records broken, people excited. We love seeing cheaters in the comeuppance. No password game is beating only the final letters. That's what I'm saying. It's cool shit like that, right?
A technique known as hyper-tapping. And because level 29 is the maximum speed in the game, all the levels afterwards don't get any faster.
Fair.
So it was
So they
theoretically
vote.
possible to go even higher.
Okay.
Thor's level world record would stand for 7 years.
That's crazy. First off, his name is Thor. That's badass. Second, 7 years off of just one level is nuts.
Until a teenage hyper-tapping prodigy, Joseph Saley, broke it in 2018
That's fair.
by becoming the first player to reach level 31. Joseph's skill would allow him to win 2 Tetris World Championship titles in 2018 and 2019. And
That dude, again, so sick. I love to see
he
it.
slowly kept pushing the level world record upwards
Whoa!
all the way.
Joe, chill out. Joe, hey, Joe. Joe, let's relax. Let people have a chance, bro. But there's a great video of reacting to Mario 64, sort of multi-dimensional travel, and a bracelet for the math. Wait, what?
To level 35.
Joe, chill!
Until an even faster hyper tapper, Eric ICX, came along and became the first to reach levels 37 and 38.
All right, Eric dethroned him. I'm gonna see the video of Mario 64 from
Now,
okay.
This was light years ahead of what anyone
Oh,
would
I saw where I
expect when the game
saw
first
that
came out, but overall progress on the record was still slow because hyper.
That's like undoable. It's so fast. It is. I can't comprehend how people do this. That's incredible. Hi, Jacob, how are you?
Only barely made level 29 speed possible. Deep runs into the 30s still required getting good luck with the pieces and near perfect placements with almost
Where's the
zero
line piece?
margin for error.
No! The line piece got cut. That's so unlucky. That's so unlucky.
To truly push things a lot further, some kind of breakthrough was needed. But then a new technique came along that would change everything.
I think it's so cool. The Rollpocalypse. Listen, I will never ever, like, to have the skills to do this stuff is so goddamn cool and neat and insane that I sincerely think that if you were ever bothered by someone being better at a game than you because they put their heart and soul into it, that is a you thing, you know what I'm saying? Because this is, if I was a Tetris player, hi, nothing to follow, and I loved Tetris, and this kid broke the record, my first response would be, hell yes. I didn't follow, how you doing?
In 2020, a Tetris player named Cheese watched a video on various button mashing strategies and had the epiphany to combine a multi-finger technique by Hector Fly done on arcade cabinets and another technique that used a finger on the bottom of the controller to push it into another finger on the top.
This is... okay.
called this new technique rolling.
What? That's so... what?
It allowed him to easily reach button mashing speeds over twice as fast as the quickest hyper tappers. He became the first player to ever reach level 40. And
Lasers love him. Bro. Again. So cool. What's crazy is who even thinks about that shit? Right, exactly. Like, godlike, right? Like, who even thinks about doing that? That's crazy.
Although a hyper tapper named Alex Thatch would end up taking the record back, he would be the last tapper ever to do so. Over the next 2 months, there was a flurry of new records as most of the top players in the scene switched over to the new rolling technique.
That's nuts.
Culminating in Eric ICX, now a roller, shattering the record in 2021 by making
he makes it look so easy. The players of Dark Souls with that Guitar Hero. I saw that.
And all the way to level 95.
It's over, right? Like, who's beating Eric now, dude? That's a jump, bro. That's nuts.
With the fastest speed in the game now fully mastered, it seemed like the sky was the limit for how far players could go. But an even bigger challenge than speed was looming on the horizon.
Huh? The glitched colors. Wait, what? Well, like a dedicated recording passed away father. I'm not sure.
Designed with 10 normal-looking color palettes for levels 0 to 9 that
I'd never heard of this. I had no idea this was a thing.
were bright, colorful, and easily visible.
Okay.
Every time you go up 10 levels, the game then loops back around to the first color scheme.
I didn't know that. Again, I don't play this game enough. I played very, very rarely.
But because this game was coded in the 1980s,
I was a Contra kind of dog, Chad. I was the kind of dude. I like my shooters. I like my shooters thick and thin. I like my beat 'em ups and my shooters. I never really played this. Though, and those games that were like, you were like flying, the bullet hells. I did those as well.
Everything is written to try and be extremely memory efficient. So the line of code that's supposed to determine the level color glitches out starting at level 130.
Oh! Whoa! It gets just different. Look at that. What happens? What? That's so cool.
And starts pulling data from outside the color table, resulting in a bunch of random, bizarre color palettes.
That's so sick. That's why I love retro gaming. There are some things that the developers could never have, like, back in the day, the developers for this game could have never fathomed this happening, right? And obviously now you'd be like, oh, of course this happened, right? But no, old code, it's just really cool.
Can be difficult to see. If you're into code and wondering exactly how and why this happens, Hydrant Dude has a great 2-minute explainer video on the subject that I'll link in the description.
I can't. My code is behind me. I'm not gonna watch that. I'm sorry. My brain can't handle it.
The colors glitch wasn't a problem when the game first came out because making it to level 138 would have been a pipe dream.
Right.
But now players were actually on the verge of getting there. Technically, the first player to reach the
glitch. Whoa! That's a fun color scheme.
Colors was Fractal 161, but he opted to go for it on the much lesser played PAL version of the game, which runs 20% slower than.
Is that good or bad? Like, what are the rules? Come on, up to 20 years. That's your problem. I mean, true.
The much more common NTSC version.
Easier. Oh, it's
Strange and
easier.
vague. Are we dead? Or is this Ohio?
Maybe the PAL version's a way to like train, right? Like you're getting your like training. That's your training arc is the PAL version, I think. Thank you for I'm Buzz, how are you?
Used in the World Championships and most
PAL
of
games
the
are
main
weird?
leaderboards,
Okay, I see.
including this one. Eric ICX became the first person to achieve glitched colors on the NTSC version.
Nuts. It's getting crazier.
Impressively managing to get it in an actual tournament match and making it all the way to level 146 before a particularly dim level cost him to
Ooh, how do you even... Dude, that level's so hard to see. That's great. Like the black middle, that's nuts.
top out. He ended up winning the 2022 World Championships a few months later. But now the combination of
I love the idea of, by the way, of the trophy being a giant L. I don't know. I know it's a Tetris thing, but it's kind of funny. What coffee drinking today, Pops? Today I got my GamerSubs discount code MUT at checkout.
Challenges with visibility and sheer endurance were starting to seriously slow down progress again, as Eric's world record game had lasted nearly 40 minutes.
That's, listen, kind of too slow. Hi, how are you? That's too much. Listen, I've ran tournaments. I was a shoutcaster for League of Legends for a bit. When it gets to a certain point, it's hard to make it interesting. First in the back, discount code MUT at checkout, and you'll get 10% next order of GamerSuts, of which I enjoy daily. Hi, Joe, how are you?
It took over a year before anyone was able to get past the dim level that had taken out Eric. And
The dim level looks awful, by the way. I shoutcast tournaments. I used to shoutcast League of Legends esports. I was thinking about doing a league tournament in the near future where I would shoutcast it again. More of that to come later.
a player named Pixel Andy finally managed to beat it, he got taken out by an even more difficult level.
What is that? I can't see nothing. Dude, what it, wow. How, dude, look at his face. Deadass, my man, chat. My man went from, hold on, let me back it up. From that, where he's like, this is easy, dude. I got past the hard level, bro. Easy, brother. And then it's just suddenly his like, oh. You can see it in real time. Oh, that's too bad. Dude, these people are nuts. Just get addicted to it for a bit. Now I got glitch colors leveling it. It's tough. You gotta be like a pro. You gotta be like the boss is your face of Dark Souls. It is! See the moment of hope leaves them. Heartbreak's half is literally bro.
Level featuring pieces that were
Thank you for the fall, by the way.
pitch black.
Wait, the colors. I can't
That is,
see it. No, I couldn't see it.
I don't blame you. Hey, you're the first one to get there. No human being in the world blames you for not seeing the goddamn colors.
see it on my screen. It just went dark.
So what was the future of the record? Slow incremental progress at increasingly difficult to see levels? Well, it turns out the most significant achievement yet was closer than anyone
Dude,
thought.
this is so hype. This video is so hype. This is what the true kill. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back in 2021,
Greg! I don't know who this is. And then we see Tetris 2. I only see Tetris in black and gray. True.
Greg Cannon made a Tetris playing AI called Stack Rabbit.
Well, sure. So in the context of, I'm gonna explain why AI is the same reason that the AI runs for Mario are interesting, because it shows that the peak of which could be done. And Greg is about to show how the peak of which to that it's theoretical possible. Exactly. In this case, AI is fine. I don't mind AI here. That's what AI is for, is to show the peak of evolution of humanity and what we could do.
in order to push the game far beyond what was possible for a human. Not limited by stamina or eyesight, StackRabbit was able to fly past the most difficult glitched color levels with ease. And Greg ended up coining
exactly. AI and Tasha go for some puzzles. Exactly.
names for each of the color schemes as they passed, such as calling the dim level that took out Eric Dusk, and the black level that took out Andy Charcoal.
There you go.
StackRabbit would continue to play.
There's no way there's a pure green level. What? What? That's kind of weird. I like that. What are the odds of that, dude? Maybe it just broke.
Through even more bizarre glitches that happened later on, such as level 235, which lasts for 800 lines instead of the typical 10.
Why? What happened to the code for it to do that? What? 800 lines is the green? That's crazy.
But eventually, the game just can't function anymore.
And there's the long bar, and it's gonna crash the game with that Tetris into level 237.
Okay.
Its final score is 102 million.
So
Oh
what's
no, Anya's gone! Sorry, I'm gonna read that anyway. Oh no, I wish I could play it for you. I'm so sorry. I forgot about Anya. I got too hyped with the goddamn video.
going on here? In the
Forgive
simplest
me!
possible terms, the game is running on code, which is instructions on what to do next, and RAM, which is its workspace where it calculates things and keeps track of what it's doing.
I blame the RAM here. I'm not a coder anymore, but if I have a coder in chat, what do you guys think it is? Do you think it was the code that messed up or the RAM? What do you guys think is the damnation here? Where are my coders at? Was it the RAM or the code? Which was flawed here? What happened? What do you guys think? Both? Okay, media, I see you. Okay. Both? I think both is the right answer. Yeah, I think this would be on my, like, midterm, dude. Both, I actually think is the right answer here. I'm curious.
The game's code starts to become really inefficient on very high levels.
Yep. It's outdated code that has no way to handle, yes, exactly. That has no way to handle overflow. It has no way to handle certain numbers. I think it is it is both the code limitations at the time and the physical limitations at the time. If you see Jerry see a calendar cut off our limit, yes, we're gonna play that for sure, Ariel.
Because no one was expected to get this far, and eventually a glitch happens where the game switches from reading instructions from the code to reading the RAM as if it were code.
That is such a crazy glitch. If you guys are familiar with code at all, for that to happen, I am not. That is nutty. Why would it read the RAM that's memory leak? You think it was a memory leak that got just like out of control? That's crazy that happened at all.
If the resulting garble generates a stop command, it completely breaks the game,
Okay.
leading to it being called the true kill screen.
Interesting.
If you want the full technical breakdown, again, Hydrant Dude has a great video on the topic that I'll link in the description.
Listen, I didn't do that no more. I did my time. Fox, how are you? How you doing? So it's like a buffer overflow, almost bad return over. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
The game crash doesn't always happen in the same spot.
The plot thickens so goddamn much with every point in this story that gets weirder and weirder. I get madder and madder at that news anchor that talks shit about this kid, by the way. Well, I sure, let's look at the pin comment.
Because the glitch can get triggered by very specific things depending
Okay.
on the level, such as what piece you have or
Sure.
how many lines you clear at once. And
Okay.
StackRabbit was actually playing on a modified version of the game that
Okay.
has 7 digits in the score counter instead of 6.
How are you?
So it didn't have the same crash spots as an
Okay.
unmodified version. In 2022, there was a massive effort put into researching the mechanics of the crash.
Sure.
And Hydrant Dude made a spreadsheet tallying up every possible situation that could cause the crash to be triggered.
Dude, people are so incredibly brilliant, and that is an insane, like, my gift on this earth is that I can talk good sometimes. I make people laugh sometimes. This is on another level. I am an NPC in this world for these people, you know what I'm saying?
The plot went from a thin milk to what is now a plot thicker than a stew that has been in the slow cooker too long.
I know.
If it gets any thicker, it'll be a solid.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I know, the same guy again. This guy's the MVP of documenting all this stuff.
No kidding.
And it turns out that the earliest possible trigger for the crash on the unmodified original version of the game was a single at the transition into level 155.
Okay, following you.
That actually wasn't too far off from the world record.
Okay.
A human might actually be able to do that. Provided
Okay.
they could get through Dusk and Charcoal.
Dude.
In 2023,
Charcoal looks impossible to get through.
after Fractal won the World Championships and firmly established himself as the best current player in the scene, he decided to start live
Actually,
streaming
I'm
daily
pretty sure that it's safe to say that this plot is thicker than Tiger the Tony.
attempts to get the crash. But on the very first night of his grind, a player named Blue Scooty shocked the scene by being the first player to ever beat Charcoal and make it all the way to level 153. Not only did
Dude, what?
this set a new level world record and score world record to boot, it was only 18 lines away from the first crash.
Bro, this kid just came out of nowhere and dumpstered these veterans that have been doing this for years. What?
Scooty was a newer player in the scene who'd recently been on a meteoric rise, achieving a surprise semifinals finish in the 2023 World Championships. And after
This kid came out of the woodworks and just said, I got it. What? Dude's living the dream. What the
getting the
freak?
record, he decided to challenge Fractal and start grinding for the game crash himself.
Sure.
And later said in an interview,
You know, I just thought if I was so close, I might as well race him for it and try and beat him to the crash.
but
This kid's such a Chad, dude. That kid's such a goddamn Chad. Kids built never kills kid a Chad. Fresh eyes, fresh hands, fresh brain. True. That's very fair. That's very fair.
Fractal looked like he could be getting it at any moment. Less than 24 hours later, on day 2 of the grind, he had a game early on that went all the way to the level right before the glitched colors.
Are you ready?
Oh, he messed up. He messed up. He messed up. Wait. No!
Later on in the night, he succeeded in getting to the glitched colors, but then disaster
God, the glitch colors are so rough. He's another super spongy brain muscle memory. He's got that. I mean, that's a fair thing, though, right? That super spongy brain. That's fair.
struck when he hit Dusk.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Dust
No, I
time.
got completely blindsided.
Come on. Yep.
Despite not getting the game crash, this
Damn,
game
dude.
would actually end up taking back the score world record from Blue Scooty.
Woo!
On day 3, Fractal started up again, ready for another evening of attempts.
Sure.
But just 20 minutes into the stream, the chat alerted him that Blue Scooty was currently on a big run.
Dude, I will never be in those streams for that. But if you watch these kind of streams, I could only imagine the literal hype that must be watching these two guys just going at it. And like you start screaming like this is it, this is it, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one, right? The hype alone has to be insane.
Wait, what is Scooty at right now?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm actually getting kind of good. The storytelling in this video is very good. Here we go.
Blue Scooty was on a roll, having reached the glitch
Oh my God.
colors
Come on,
and
Scooty!
easily coasted through Dusk with a low board. Next up was Charcoal. He
Okay.
had a little bit of trouble at the beginning, but managed to clutch a line piece to the left to get the stack down to complete
Nice!
the level. Now it
Nice!
was just a matter of carrying the game to the finish line. He
Come on.
slowly kept downing levels, passing his old
nice,
record
nice,
and
nice,
making it
nice,
to
nice,
154.
nice.
This was
Huge.
it. He just
Here we go, here we
needed
go, here we
a
go, here we
single
go!
on the final line clear to get it. But then 4 lines in, he misdropped.
No!
In mode, he started
Dude, I know this, or I know the result of this, bro, but my heart, oh my god. I don't even watch Tetris, and I know this shit just, that hurts. Oh man. How do you stay calm there? Seeing the sheer skill ceiling, such as pure hype, it's insanely. I'm already hyped right now. Yo, 80, I couldn't handle past level 5.
optimizing his stack for survival instead of singles. He
Okay.
managed to open his board just
Nice,
in
nice,
time
nice,
to fill
nice,
the
nice,
lumber
nice.
dependency, but
Yes! Oh, wait, what?
I missed it.
he accidentally passed the crash trigger by clearing a triple instead of a single.
Oh my god. Oh no! No! Dude, Keep going, kid. I believe.
Scooty marched onward, unsure of when he'd get another chance.
Oh my god. Please crash.
The next available target was on level 157.
Okay, doable. 2 levels, Scooty. 2 levels. Easy crash. Easy. Okay, what do you need? I don't know this. I don't know what these words mean. But okay, here we go. I don't know. Shroom. I don't even give a shit about Tetris. This is so hype. So he wants it to crash because according to these documents, that is the natural crash zone. That is the way that is the true crash screen. That is where you beat the game. You beat the game full stop.
Where every one line clear would have a 73.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, that's fine odds, but like, ooh, okay, so every one line clear. So would he have to do oh no, that's not great. 73? I mean, that's pretty okay. Here we go.
% chance of triggering the crash. But as Scooty entered the level, he suddenly started to misdrop again.
No, Scooty! You're giving me anxiety, Scooty, please. Scooty, you gotta stay calm, buddy. You gotta keep those hands, knees weak, arms spaghetti.
Nothing was clearing any lines. His chances were slipping away. But in a last-ditch effort with a J piece to the left, it happened.
My boy! He got it! Let's go, kid. That's awesome. Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Immediately, reactions poured in from the rest of the community.
I'm gonna cry. Stop. This is really sweet.
He did it! He did it!
Wait! He got it! Oh my god! Let's go!
The truly crazy thing about this achievement is that
really
NES
sweet.
Tetris had always been considered an unbeatable game. No matter how good you played, eventually your board would reach the top of the screen and the game would be over.
Right.
This was the first time ever where instead of the game beating the player had beaten the game.
That's so goddamn cool. I love so much. Another reason I love the speedrunning community and the hyper fans of these communities is from the clips we saw, nobody was butthurt. Even the dude he was competing with was like, yeah, let's go, man, let's go, man, let's go. He got it right. Like it was just everyone's just excited for him. This kid is just the GOAT, dude.
And this really feels like a turning point for the scene as a whole. At the time Cheese invented the new rolling play style, he expressed concern that it was too OP and would eventually destroy the scene. But instead, it's caused the scene to have a complete renaissance.
That's fair. I get it. If you create something that is just so good, you'd be worried that's gonna ruin it for others who, but also, no, better than Billy Mitchell? Dog, I'm better than Billy Mitchell, come on.
Concerns about tournament games going too long due to endless lineouts have instead been replaced by ROM patches adding a new faster speed at level 39 that resulted in exciting battles for bigger line clears that are worth more points. The level and score world records, once thought to be getting stale as they turned into a mere endurance challenge, had suddenly given us the most exciting record chase the community had ever seen.
That's so cool, dude.
With the world records changing hands multiple times in a single week.
That's so neat,
and now
dude.
that the game crash has officially happened, there's a ton of possibilities of where the record chasing can go from here.
Because it's now it's all about continue playing to secure a record chase, like a game crash at further stages than Scooty did. So it's not over yet. He's just the first one to do it.
Players could go for speedrunning the crash or trying to get the highest possible score before it.
No, Fractal, he said that he was interested in going for an efficient game crash. So I think he's definitely going to be coming back for the world record.
I love that so much. I love that the people like Fractal, I know nothing about these fools. I love that Fractal, this dude's competitor, this dude's rival says, hey man, congrats, but I'm running it back. I'm gonna run it back. And I'm gonna beat your record, and then you'll beat mine, and I'll beat yours, and we'll have fun playing this game forever. And I love that so much.
If he's gonna go for an efficient game crash, then I might as well.
And Blue Scooty, as a person, feels like a representation of the very best of what the community is.
Agree. Hi, Fish, how are you?
At live events, he's always been a cheerful and gracious competitor.
I'm gonna cry again. Stop it. I'm about to get into goddamn Tetris right now. Stop it.
And he's shown that hard work really can pay off.
How am I doing, well,
He said
Fish?
that he practices around 3 to 5 hours a day.
Dude. While I'm streaming, my man is out here mastering the line piece, bro.
Do you have anything to say to the young players out there that may get inspired to play because of this historic game?
Oh my god, I'm like crying up here. Kid, you have inspired an entire generation of people to do this. I hope nothing but good things for your future and your career. There is an entire, he's the young players, but yeah, but like people will look at this moment in gaming history forever. Like this is not a small feat. The dude beat the unbeatable game and he was 13 goddamn years old, bro.
If you set your mind to something and you put work into it, most likely you will get it.
That's okay. Base. Base. Good advice, man. I was parents are proud of him. I am not. Listen, if he was my kid, I'm taking this kid to goddamn wherever he wants. Oh, Disney? You want to Disney World? You want to go over to goddamn? I'll take you over to the gaming museum or whatever. Where do you want to go, kid? You beat the world record, kid. Karen's career stand up a history moment. True. I don't know the game since last night. There was a huge amount of people saying that in the age where we have these massively complex games. Sometimes the most fun we have is with these simple addicting games. I sincerely believe that is what, like, I think that the more intense, Google like that, yes, the more intense gaming gets with its fancy graphics and its crazy brooding explosions and stuff. It's why to be high. It's why I'm so grateful for games that focus on games and communities that focus on and actually making a good game, because Tetris is timeless because it's such a good game.
If you try hard enough.
His first place finish at the Kansas City Regional Championship this past month was his first live tournament victory.
Yay!
And if you'd like to see him play live again,
Yay!
his next appearance will be at the Heart of Texas Regional Championship in just a few weeks.
So cool, dude. Games gonna stop at the PS2. I mean, true.
But
true.
One final question remains.
Sure.
After the game crash, is there any major milestone left to achieve in the game?
Yes. You can still play for higher game crash areas. And you can push it even farther. Like, I sincerely think this is not the end of Tetris. The game is not over.
As it turns out, the answer is yes.
Yeah, of course.
What if, instead of intentionally trying to get the crash as quickly as possible, you instead try to avoid it?
That's
just how far could you possibly get?
That's exactly, dude. This guy's good. Again, if you're not following this guy, if you're interested in content, this guy's name is A Game Scout. Very, very good. The way that. By the way, this is a content creator gushing real quick. The way he presents, or they present their like their points and their way of like talking to you is very. It keeps you engaged into the video, and I respect that immensely. Huh?
In order to push the game further beyond what humans and even AIs can currently do, some people in the community have constructed tool-assisted speedruns, aka TASes, where instead of being played in real time, every move is manually entered in.
Yes.
This allows them to simulate what it would look like if a player was able to avoid all the potential traps that could trigger the crash. This would
you see TASes all the time in retro gaming, because of how useful a tool they are. Hard thing to follow because, and this is why I think AI can be useful. This is the kind of stuff I think AI is great, because you're able to see, like, you can see the human limit. You can use AI to see, in this case, the human limit. Why waste your time in hours spending time on a game that has no feasible way to get past the world record and it's over, right? Why do that when you can do the tool to see, okay, well, is there actually a further beyond? In this case, there is.
Become almost a fundamentally different type of challenge than any previous one in the game. Instead of being rivals, the player in the game will be working together as a team, with the player doing everything they can to ease the burden of the game's ancient code limping along, keeping them both alive.
So clearing more as opposed to clearing one at a time. Interesting.
Both the player and the game survived every pitfall. The final level they would reach is level 255 with a glitched color scheme of pure red.
That's very fitting. Of all the things to glitch out on, pure red is super fitting.
This is the last level that can be stored in the game's memory, and things are so unstable that 5 of the 7 pieces in the game could trigger the crash when falling normally. So the player basically has to push down on every piece to survive.
Oh my god!
So what happens when the level clears? It loops right back around to level 0.
This has got, oh my god. It's infinite. It's infinite Tetris. There will come a time, you mark my words, where people will get past it. No longer will it be who gets to 225 first. It'll be how many times did you get past 225? This is literally not by design, by the way. This is literally infinite Tetris because of integer overflow. Correct. That is the coolest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, exactly. How many 225 loops can you do? Exactly. It's not infinite entirely. I'd have to assume if you do it infinitely in the infinite, something will break, but until then...
The game officially resets back to the beginning. If the original kill screen was the game's way of beating the player, and the true kill screen was the player's way of beating the game, beating level 255 is the rebirth screen. With
That's so sick.
both the player and the game emerging triumphant.
That's so
together.
cool, dude.
If it can be done someday, it will be the ultimate final achievement of the original game.
I hope our 13-year-old friend can knock that shot out the park, bro. I really do hope that. Ooh, but ads are starting. Oh no, ads are starting. No, I'm sorry. I got so soaked into the goddamn video. I forgot about ads. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. That's so cool.
Thanks so much to the patrons on Patreon.
If this again, good timing though, because this was done by a Game Scout. Fantastic. This has been a beautiful watch. I'm really glad we got to watch this today. That was awesome. Ads are running right now. I'm gonna use the restroom. We'll use this time to use the restroom. I really hope we can see that. Also, and we all agree, the reporter who talks shit on this kid for such an amazing achievement can suck an egg. Like, I hope she sucks an egg that's just rotten and it breaks in her mouth and she tastes rotten egg. What a mean-spirited lady. Like, what a turd basket, bro. Hi, how are you? Hi, welcome in. I have to use the restroom real quick. That was an awesome video. Awesome video. I'm really glad we watched it. TLDR, there was this news lady who covered this story. By the way, I'm not even going to talk about her name because who gives a shit about some random news anchor? Who cares? And she just like, this kid needs to go outside and touch grass, and he needs to go outside and like see the sunlight or whatever, right? She was just being a real mean jerk about it. And obviously, people shit on her for it because what a piece of shit. I hope she steps on a Lego every day when she puts her shoes on. What a mean lady. But chat, it ain't about her. Let's not remember this achievement for this mean lady. Let's remember this achievement for the entire community, this goddamn kid. Like, let's remember the achievement for what it was, which is nothing short of incredible. The kid rules, the community rules. I hope nothing but good things for the Tetris community.